Real quick before this video begins, I know the video is kind of late and it's not really Christmas time anymore. It would have been done earlier, but I was a little busy, caught up with some other things and moving out, things like that. But I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'm sorry it's late. Happy holidays, everyone. The holidays mean my favorite part of the NBA season is on its way. Christmas games. The NBA does a really great job of bringing the holiday spirit to its fans, and this just brings a lot of nostalgia that makes me feel like I'm a kid again. You know, waking up on Christmas morning, ready to watch some of the greatest matchups of the regular season, open some gifts, go out to your backyard, shoot some hoops, and then hop on 2K with the bros. Even though you probably should have asked for some VC because 2K is kind of pay to win, but whatever, that's besides the point.
Bro, honey, what's going on? What's your game?
That kind of memory was peak, and as I got older and things get more real, finding that same holiday spirit starts to get more difficult. And a lot of you might agree, some years the holidays just don't feel the same, but what really helps me is reliving my nostalgia. And today, I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite aspects of the NBA during the holiday season. The NBA has been hosting Christmas games since its second season, starting in 1947. It's been a consecutive 77-year of holiday hoops. Just like how the NFL has a Turkey Bowl on Thanksgiving, the NBA has its Christmas games. Over the past few decades, the NBA has definitely paid more attention to advertising the holiday games, which as a result brought more revenue and viewership. And the fact that the NBA is the only major sports organization that consistently plays on Christmas means they can draw that much more attention from fans all over the world. However, in recent years, including this one, the NFL has allowed a few games to be played on Christmas. But it doesn't matter, because the king has spoken.
I love the NFL, but Christmas is our day.
To some people, this just might be another basketball game in the season, but to me and many others, these games are really special. Christmas games have given us some of the best basketball highlights and matchups we'll ever see. And like 9 times out of 10, the highlights are just 100 times better because it happened on Christmas. Anything exciting that happens on Christmas just puts you in a good mood. For some reason, players also drop ridiculous stat lines on Christmas, so you're almost always guaranteed a good game. The scriptwriters at the NBA always know how to make a good holiday game. They make sure to put competitive matchups with big stars and deep-rooted rivalries against each other. Some teams have never played on Christmas either, and I can guarantee almost every NBA player has dreamed of playing on the big stage for the holidays.
Be my first time ever playing on Christmas, and when you play in the league, that's one of your ultimate goals as a team, is to be able to play on Christmas.
These games actually mean something. These games are almost as serious as the NBA Finals, and the highlights reflect that. Like seriously, just look at the 2016 Christmas game. I know this is technically a finals rematch, but did you see how many people got postered? I mean, you had Uncle Richard Jefferson getting his holiday get-backs in. These games are really the gift that keeps giving though, and I'll explain how. There's actually a lot more that goes into Christmas games than beyond just 48 minutes of basketball. The NBA and its affiliations really go all out to get you feeling the holiday spirit. Something about seeing commercials or TV shows adopt a holiday theme gets you subconsciously hyped for Christmas. Spending the holidays with your family, opening gifts, drinking hot chocolate, playing in the snow, whatever it is, the holiday theme really sets the mood. I know I mentioned that Christmas games have been happening for about 77 years, but they weren't treated with as much market value until things changed in 2012. Up until 2012, Christmas games weren't really supported with a lot of marketing, but the NBA did something really special in the sports world. They were able to sell Christmas to their fans, a gift beyond just a game of basketball and sports entertainment. But this actually doesn't start directly with the NBA. It starts with the players and Nike. Enter Christmas sneakers. Now, sneakerhead culture was already a huge part of the fan experience for basketball. Nike and Michael Jordan revolutionized sneakers with their signature line and created huge waves in the street fashion scene in 1985. But before the Jordan partnership, Nike was typically known for their running shoes, Air Max line, and skate shoes. Basketball athletes weren't really on Team Nike, but after Michael Jordan signed, Nike was put on the map. A few more players actually also became signature athletes, like Scottie Pippen, David Robinson, and the original 6 to market the Air Force Ones. Sneakerhead culture was thriving, with Nike leading the way, and if you were into basketball or fashion, you probably wanted some kicks. So how do Nike and sneakers tie into Christmas, right? Well, in 2003, Nike made probably the second biggest business opportunity of their brand. They bought Converse, which was the predominant basketball shoe of the league, and they signed the next generation's GOAT. Similar to Michael Jordan's story, a kid from Akron, Ohio, the #1 pick of the 2003 NBA draft, the rookie, LeBron James, signed with Nike. So I guess you could say LeBron James is technically the godfather of NBA Christmas. Now the NBA was really strict on shoe colors. Players weren't allowed to wear anything besides black and white. I mean, Nike would literally pay the fines every time Michael Jordan wore his iconic Nike Air Jordan 1s because they banked on the fact that television promotions would carry their brand. This rule carried on for many years in the league, but LeBron kind of broke the rules in 2008 with Nike's first ever Christmas edition shoe, the Nike Chalk LeBron 6s. LeBron displayed these shoes for the first time ever during the 2008 Christmas game where the Cleveland Cavaliers played the Washington Wizards. The shoe colorway was dubbed Chalk in remembrance of LeBron's iconic chalk toss routine. The shoes had speckle of powder around the heels, and the marketing for this was special. Fans at the game were given packets of chalk to toss alongside LeBron during his pregame routine to create a blizzard inside the Quicken Loans Arena on Christmas Day. These shoes aren't really traditionally thought about when you think of Christmas sneakers, because they aren't the crazy unique Christmas colorways we are used to seeing. But they are the first Nike shoe to be released on Christmas Day, which paved the way for some of the best Christmas shoes to ever drop. After just 1 year of LeBron's Christmas shoe, the NBA in 2009 allowed players to wear any shoe color of their choice during their Christmas game. Nike bought into the sneaker hype and released the first official Christmas sneaker pack, including the LeBron 7s and Kobe 5s. The Kobe's had more of a Christmas-esque colorway compared to the LeBron's. The 2009 rule changed literally the whole culture of NBA streetwear. People were watching Christmas games to also check out what kind of heat players were showcasing on the court. But just like clockwork, the 2010 Christmas pack dropped, now with Kevin Durant's third signature shoe in the rotation. And to be honest, the KD 3s and LeBron 8s were decent, but they couldn't compete with the bright green Kobe 6s, originally named Green Mambas, but they've now been dubbed the Grinches. This shoe colorway is probably the hardest colorway in Nike's basketball history. Something about these shoes just speaks to you like the Green Goblin mask. I don't know what it is. And when Kobe showcased these against LeBron in their iconic 2010 Christmas matchup, these shoes caught the attention of the whole world. That bright green stood out, and with Kobe Bryant's killer attitude, he really felt like the Grinch on Christmas night. These shoes became a staple representation of Christmas sneakers because of that direct association with the movie The Grinch. The 2011 pack dropped, and the LeBron 10s were my favorite of the year. Me personally, I like when the shoes embody some form of Christmas spirit and pass an overall visually appealing eye test. And in my opinion, the LeBron 9s were the cleanest in the pack. The KDs make sense because it represents holiday baking, but then you have the Kobe's. And these don't really make sense, like, at all.
What the does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
You're welcome.
What the is he talking about?
The Christmas sneaker hype was unfortunately very short-lived. The tradition continues to this day, but it isn't the same. Part of this is a result of the 2018 NBA rule change, allowing players to wear whatever shoe color and design they like now. This really saturated the unique on-court shoe game and made the Nike Christmas shoes stand out less because players could just pop out with custom designs on any given night. So you really weren't looking forward to what the players are wearing on Christmas night. I will say though, it was nice to see a lot of Christmas customs sported by several different players this year. But many fans, including myself, tend to reminisce on the best years of this Nike tradition when the holidays come around. The 2012 and 2013 packs are considered the peak of Nike's Christmas run. The 2012 pack had the LeBron 10s, which were really clean on this model. Playing with the Heat really forced LeBron to have a basic color scheme, because the Miami Heat GM Pat Riley believed all his soldiers wore the same boot, but it was still festive and done really nice. The KD 5s are definitely my favorite in the pack. They remind me of winter fleece jackets and camping and feeling like I'm in a log cabin for some reason. And fun story about these shoes, one of my best friends as a kid actually gifted me his old pair. Shout out to Zach, you're a real one for that. 2013, however, is argued by most to be the last good drop. This one felt the most Christmas themed amongst all the shoes, except for Kobe. Again, Kobe is just doing his own thing, and we just let it slide, because it's Kobe. I mean, they're cool, but they weren't really Christmassy. The marketing details definitely went up in 2013 though. And they actually staged the shoes in a Christmas setting, which just makes it more festive. In my opinion, Nike hit the ceiling with their Christmas shoe designs. The years after were just a decline in artistic creativity, but honorable mention to the 2014 KD7 Eggnogs and Kobe 9s. Christmas sneakers became a short-lived tradition, and I feel like many fans, including myself, tend to think back about how exciting it was to see new shoes released on Christmas. A lot of the NBA Christmas traditions were really short-lived, despite being recently introduced. But these traditions bring so many good memories for the fans and players. It's just exciting for everyone involved to see something new and different in the pretty strict league. More specifically, something that I always look back on when Christmas rolls around are the Christmas jerseys and advertisements. In 2012, for the first time ever, the NBA and Adidas released a special edition Christmas jersey. These jerseys brought a lot of hype, despite some of those years being really bad designs.
Oh my God, bro.
It's still something fun to look back on because the NBA used to be so strict. NBA teams in this decade only had home and away jerseys, so the chance to see something new on Christmas was a treat for the fans and the players. Christmas in the NBA is a showcase for new shoes, new jerseys, and crazy highlight plays. It's really the gift that keeps giving. Similar to Nike, the NBA wanted to sell the holiday spirit to their fans. NBA merchandise is apparel, and they saw a great opportunity to sell the new Christmas jerseys backed by the greatest series of Christmas ads that would forever be ingrained in every Hooper's mind. The first ever Christmas ad for the NBA was Big Color, a unique promo to showcase their 2012 Christmas jerseys. The NBA's creative direction for this ad was great, to be honest. They brought a few stars from the Christmas matchups like Dwight Howard, Carmelo Anthony, Joe Johnson, Russell Westbrook, and Dwayne Wade. They showed their humane side and made them work together to dribble to the iconic song Carol of the Bells. This was honestly a really fun ad and a good way to bring excitement for Christmas. And as a kid, it made me want to pick up a basketball and recreate what I just saw with my friends. The NBA was doing a great job of capturing the wholesome Christmas vibe, and with this marketing advertisement scheme, they adopted a theme for the month of December. But what really set the stage for the holiday hoops was their famous 2013 Jingle Hoops video, which now has 41 million views marketing their big holiday jerseys, aka one of the worst jerseys in NBA history, the t-shirt jerseys. Regardless though, this is hands down the NBA's most iconic advertisement. The creativity behind this outdid the 2012 ad by a long shot. This is a timeless classic. It makes you feel alive, makes you feel festive, and it puts a smile on your face. I don't know how to explain it, but these comments definitely agree. There's just something about seeing the biggest stars of the last decade work together to play Jingle Bells in a fun, wholesome, and jolly way. And as a kid, seeing this on TV, it was so satisfying. I don't know how to tell anyone else unless you lived it. This ad is probably my favorite ad ever in NBA history. The advertisements were made to go hand in hand with promotions for their Christmas jerseys, and by far the most missed tradition is seeing NBA jerseys on the 25th. These jerseys are really a staple into the whole holiday spirit as well. The 2015 and 2016 jerseys are probably the best out of their 4-year run, but now the league shifted back to their original design, which was putting snowflakes on uniforms. Unfortunately, just like sneakers, Christmas ads were short-lived. Although the NBA still creates yearly commercials, they can't outdo their infamous 2013 ad. At the same time, these ads were created for the promotion of their uniforms, and when that stopped, the NBA had to pivot. In the time since, they dropped a few commercials that I actually found really wholesome and creative, like the 2016, 2018, and 2019 ads. I can't say these are what they used to be because nostalgia holds a lot of weight on myself and the fans, but they did just give us something really special in 2024. They recreated the iconic 2013 ad in a new style. It was definitely special because it blends current and past generations of the NBA. We're definitely in a changing point of Christmas games in the NBA. These games are really exciting when you think about all the other aspects that go into making the holiday spirit feel real. The NBA does such a great job of making memorable festive moments. They really pride themselves on having holiday spirit, and we are lucky as fans to have experienced some of the greatest moments of holiday hoops, and we are left to reminisce on those memories. Every time the holiday approaches, I think back to when I was younger and how I didn't have responsibilities and how excited I was for Christmas, especially to watch some basketball. The games this year were so exciting. Basketball just makes Christmas more fun, and I know a lot of fans and players agree with me. Although the other aspects aren't the same, at least we still get to watch holiday classics. This year we got to watch LeBron and Steph battle it out in a close game, which embodies the true spirit of competitive holiday hoops.
Under a minute remaining. Wiggins drives, goes right at Reeves. Layup blocked by James. Looking. Curry gets free. Curry puts up a three. Bang! Bang! He ties the game with 6.3 remaining.
I hope everyone had a happy holiday, and here's to 2025. Thanks for watching.